such evil celebrities, such immoral people. There's a problem in our marriage. And then we read in the books that will make that. There was a Sahabi by the name of Zahir. He used to live on the outskirts. The riwayat comes in Tirmidhi. He used to live on the outskirts. He was a very simple man. Nobody took time for him. Whenever he used to come to Medina, the Nabi of Allah used to sit with him, and the Nabi of Allah used to say, "Inna zahiran badiyatana wa nahnu hadiruhu." He's my contact in the village and I'm his contact here. One day he came and he put down his things and he started selling. The Nabi of Allah came from the back and clasped his blessed hands on the face of Zahir, and he said, "Man yashtari hadha al-abd." I'm selling this man, who wants to buy him? Subhanallah, that Nabi who got that close to Allah that even Jibreel couldn't journey beyond. But when he dropped himself as an ordinary human, he lowered himself so low that even you and I don't take that time in social dealings with our little ones or those that are shunned in society. So this Sahabi feels and he says, "Who is this?" And then he turns around and he says, "Oh, this is the Nabi of Allah." He says, "Idhan tajiduni kasida wallah." "Oh, Nabi of Allah, you're selling me? I'm very cheap." Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, "Lakin indallahi lasta bikasid." You might be cheap to the world, but I swear by Allah, in the eyes of Allah, you're the most valuable human. So what did he tell Aisha? "Aisha, are you doubting?" Abu Bakr comes to intercept and is about to slap Aisha. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam held Abu Bakr and he said, "Oh, Abu Bakr, leave her alone." So Abu Bakr said, "Awalam tasma' ma qalat?" "Oh, Nabi of Allah, don't you know what she has said?" Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, "When a woman is emotional, she doesn't understand right from left, bottom from top. Leave her alone." You know, they say a man is incomplete until he is married. When he gets married, now this is my part of it. Right. Listen to my part. When he gets married, if he gets the right woman, he's completed. Otherwise, he's finished. What a life our Nabi led. What a man he was. The riwayat is in Ibn Majah. He had a dispute with Safiya radiyallahu anha. Subhanallah. She comes to Aisha and she tells Aisha, "I am prepared to give you my night if you're ready to patch up with me for Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam." Subhanallah. What role models. Allah has made the wife of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam exemplary. The daughters of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam exemplary. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ma uzawwiju banati walakin Allah yuzawwijuhunna." I don't choose my son-in-laws. When Ruqayya radiyallahu anha was divorced by the son of Abu Lahab, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam got his two daughters, Ruqayya and Kulthum, married to the two sons of his uncle Abu Lahab. And after Surah Lahab was revealed, he came to his sons and he said, "Divorce the daughters of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam." The marriage had not been consummated. And then Uthman came to propose, and the Nabi of Allah said, "I do not decide, Allah decides." And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave Ruqayya in his nikah. Subhanallah. At that time also, you know, these couplets come to mind. The aunt, Uthman radiallahu anhu says, "My aunt Su'da one day was passing, and she looked at me sitting with the daughter of the Nabi of Allah." You know, they talk of the ideal couple. They talk of a grand entrance. And they mind-boggling, and she looks like a doll, and wow, subhanallah, Uthman, the third Khalifa, and the daughter of the Nabi of Allah. What did Su'da say? "Abshir wa huyyita thalathan witra, thumma thalathan wa thalathan ukhra, thumma bi ukhra likay tutimma ashra, laqita khayra wa wuqita sharra, nakahta wallahi hasanan zahra, وأنت بكر ولقيت بكرا أبشر وحييت ثلاثا وترا ثم ثلاثا وثلاثا أخرى. May the blessings of Allah come upon this couple. May it be 3 times. No, make it 6. No, make it 9 and add 1 and have it 10 times. أبشر وحييت ثلاثا وترا ثم ثلاثا وثلاثا أخرى. I've already been given my cut-off note and I haven't started. Time is always of essence and it's a difficulty. Let me bring you to this one incident and I wrap it up. I wish to respect my time limit. So Safiya radiyallahu anha tells Aisha, "Will you patch up for me?" She says, "No problem. فَلَبِسْتُ خِمَارًا كَانَ عِنْدِي مَسْبُوغًا. Aisha said, I had one exclusive scarf which I kept for occasions, I put it on. Now, you must appreciate the sacrifice that Safiya radiallahu anha made to make this marriage, to patch up the relation with Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. She sacrificed her night with Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, knowing very well every second in the life of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, every moment in his company is better than decades of ibadat. Understand the vision of this woman. I marvel at Safiya radiallahu anha. I marvel at Sauda radiallahu anha. I cannot tire speaking about this woman. My heart makes dua for her every moment, every second, that she comes to my Nabi when he intends divorcing her. And she says, oh Nabi of Allah, have I hurt your feelings? Nabi Sallallahu says, no. She says, I have a request. I salute the cleanliness in the heart of this woman. I have a request. Don't divorce me. I have passed the age of having contact with men. You can willingly spend my night with your wife Aisha. Don't divorce me. I wish to remain your wife and stand up as your partner on the day of Qiyamah. It was the vision of this woman. It was the cleanliness of her heart, that she was free from jealousy, that Allah gave her that example and that honor, that she stands up on the day of Qiyamah as the mother of the believers. Aisha radiallahu anha, when Umar ibn Khattab's body was brought, he told his son, go and ask the mother of the believers if I can be buried there. When the body was brought, she said, Marhaban bi Amir al-Mu'mineen. Tell Umar ibn Khattab, I wanted to be buried next to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, but Umar is that individual for whom all preferences can be given. How clean their hearts were. How clean their hearts were. One person, Ismail, a great authority on Arabic grammar, says, رَأَيْتُ أَعْرَابِيًّا قَدْ بَلَغَ عُمْرُهُ 120 سَنَةً. I met one villager who was living for 120 years. Today you will meet a man at the age of 90. You'll ask him, what's the secret? A cup of milk in the morning. What's the secret? Jog around your house. What's the secret? This or that. I asked him, what's the secret of your health? He says, تَرَكْتُ الْحَسَدَ فَبَقِيتُ. تَرَكْتُ الْحَسَدَ فَبَقِيتُ. My heart doesn't harbor ill feelings for any individual on this earth. Because of that, I enjoy divine health from Allah. So Aisha radiallahu anha comes and sits down. The Nabi of Allah tells her, Ilayka anni, go from here, it's not your night. She says, you don't know, ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ. That's the mercy of Allah. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what do you mean? She says, you know what? You had an argument with Safiya and she sent me to patch up. The Nabi of Allah got so happy, embraced her and pardoned Safiya permanently and spent that night with Aisha. Let me conclude with the same words which was said in the previous talk. As-salah wa ma malakat aymanukum. I wanted to explore this much more. I will say 2-3 things and I will end. What did the Nabi of Allah say? When his speech was barely audible, he said, my last message to you is 2 things. Fear Allah with regards to the performance of salah, and fear Allah with regards to the treatment of your slaves. Now scholars explain, as I was speaking, the comprehensive speech. That person who will become punctual of his salah, he will become more conscious and more dutiful in all other aspects. من أقامها فقد أقام الدين ومن ضيعها فهو لما سواها أضيع. He who established, look at this here. In 2 words, the whole deen has been condensed. That person who is punctual of his salah. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, hold on to salah. When Sayyidina Umar was assassinated and he was brought out and he gained consciousness, هَلْ صَلَّ الْمُسْلِمُونَ الْفَجْرَ. That Fajr salah that I left incomplete, was it completed or not? That should be the vision. So, O my Sahaba, hold on to your salah. Let us see that we make it a common practice. So many ahadith are flashing through my mind, my time doesn't permit me. So the first message is salah. Second is وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ. And fear Allah with regards to treatment to your servants. Again, scholars explain the deep meaning and implications of this year.